I should probably light this damn thing, huh? Do you have a lighter? You got a lighter in this joint? So you already got this all snipped for me.
Yep, you're ready to go. Flip it up and then spin the metal cylinder on the side.
Oh.
You gotta spin it fast.
Oh, that's neat. I'm gonna do that on camera. Parker, are we live? Oh shit, we're live. Hey,
We're live.
Everybody.
Oh man.
Welcome to the Real Quad Cities special after hours edition month end party. There went January, Jim.
Went fast, I tell you what.
Holy smokes. Speaking of smokes, we're going to light one up here. We're at the drawing room.
You're smoking that fancy Perfecto. I call it the 1940s cartoon size.
How much is this cigar you just gave me?
That is a $20 cigar.
Whoa.
I'm taking care of you.
With about a $500 lighter.
That is a very nice lighter.
That's a nice lighter. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the drawing room right here on the Real Quad Cities. I've been looking forward to this night for
I've heard you talking about it for a while.
Yeah, we certainly have been priming the pump, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim, tell everybody what your tie-in is down here. What do you do down here at the drawing room?
So I am operations manager, tobacconist, certified retail tobacconist. I think I was the third retail tobacconist in Iowa. Someone in Des Moines beat me to get the certification first, but yeah. So I'm the curator. Handle the humidor. So everything in our humidor has been curated by me. So I've smoked every cigar in there. So our big thing is education as a certified retail tobacconist. Our goal is for you to come in and us to be able to pair you with the cigar that's right for you. And so if you're new, we're the best place to come because we're going to take the time to understand your palate and pair you with a cigar. I have a superpower. I remember everything everybody likes.
Really?
Yes. It can be a curse sometimes.
That's good customer service, though, Holmes.
So if you come in and you smoke a cigar, I'll remember what you smoked. Next time you come in, I'll be like, how'd you like that cigar you had last time? Didn't like it, too strong. Oh, it was great. Okay. And then it's like a tree, right? It's, okay, well, that cigar was Nicaraguan. It's going to be a medium body, so you're going to like this brand, this brand, this brand, and you just start kind of building out the repertoire and getting people used to trying different things, understanding the tobacco and how different regions have different flavors. So like Nicaragua is spicy tobacco. Dominican Republic is kind of that earthy, I call it dirt. That's not a negative term in cigars. Just like manure is not a negative term in cigars. Or
really?
Barnyard. Yeah.
So,
if I get barnyard on a cigar, like smelling a cigar before I light it, I know it's going to be a great cigar.
Meaning it actually smells like a barn.
It smells barnyardy. It's manure, hay, like it's all these flavors that you would kind of get walking into a barnyard.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to get down here and have a get-together, I am on a quest, Jim, to make a cigar lounge at least a stop on date night.
Yeah.
At least a stop. This is one of the biggest slept-on things in the Quad Cities is these cigar lounges. And if you're unfamiliar with where we're located at right now, we're down here, right downtown Davenport, across the street from the Last Picture House, Half Nelson. Mississippi Brewing Company.
Mississippi River Distillery.
Mississippi
is in
River
the same
Distillery.
Building.
Yeah, let's get the plug right.
Great River Brewing is next door.
And the folks over at Mississippi Distillery, right?
Yep.
Made me this.
Yep.
Old Fashioned. They claim it's the best Old Fashioned in Iowa. And I do fancy myself a Old Fashioned guy. This is pretty good.
It's a great, and they're bottled one. So you have a cocktail, but their bottled Old Fashioned is fantastic for a bottled Old Fashioned.
Well, like I said, I'm on a quest to make these cigar lounges a nice stop for date night. The way I see it, this is like a great place to come have a cocktail, hang out before dinner.
Yep.
You can go across the street, you can get dinner, you can get a movie, you can end cap it here. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars in leather do you got in this place? I mean,
We got a lot of leather.
There's a lot of leather in
You
here.
kind of have to have leather in a cigar lounge, so the smoke doesn't absorb into it.
Yeah, it'll end up smelling like your uncle's house.
Well, just like the two big art pieces we have out in the public side, when I purchased those from an artist in Chicago, I wanted canvas, and he was like, "You don't want canvas." He said canvas is going to soak up that smoke. He's like, so he ended up printing them in acrylic. So those are 4-foot acrylic sheets.
Oh, really?
There's one
those are
person
really
in the United
cool.
States that prints them, that big.
What's that art behind us? That opal? Is that an old advertising?
That's just vintage advertising. One of our members is
that can't be original. That's got to be like a reproduction.
No, it's original.
That's an original art. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can probably see it on camera, but it's this opal cigar. Oh, you can. Parker said you can. It's really neat. That's a really, really rich
all the
picture.
stuff in the corners, all original, all that kind of old tobacco. A lot of people don't know, one of the things that I try doing a lot is education too. So almost nobody knows that Davenport, Iowa, at the turn of the century, was the #1 cigar producer in the United States.
How?
We had almost 200 cigar factories in the region because of Mississippi. So what actually killed it was Cuban tobacco. Once Cuba came on the scene, it took over. And but yeah, we actually have a book floating around here somewhere from one of the guys at the German Heritage Society. Did a whole book of all the brands that come from the Quad Cities, and Hickey Brothers. Like a lot of people know Hickey Brothers from being in the Quad Cities, but Hickey Brothers at one point was the largest cigar retailer in the world. They had 136 locations, I think it was.
Wow.
So like we have a rich history of cigar tobacco here, and most people don't know it. So I went to Robbie Wolf's Bettendorf Americana last year.
Yeah, that's always a big show.
Dude, I was able to get everyone with the story of Davenport, right? They'd be like, oh, no, I don't smoke cigars. I'm like, well, do you know the history of cigars in Davenport? And I mean, one after another, they come over. They'd buy cigars. They'd be like, I don't even smoke cigars, but I love like the history that you were able to give us. So,
well, and speaking of the history and Rob Wolf and antiques and all that stuff, I don't even like using the word antiques because that seems like you're
there's a
collecting
certain
old cheese
connotation
graters.
with the antiques. Yeah.
But looking around, you've got some authentic, old, really cool stuff in here, like a ton of vintage lighters and things.
That is a Davenport. That's a cigar mold from a Davenport cigar brand.
I can bring this. I can show this.
So those are little perfectos, and they clamp that. That's how a cigar keeps its size. Is you put it in a mold for 48 hours.
So this actually made cigars.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty freaking cool. And it's a neat display. You know what? I saw it sitting here and I didn't even pay attention to it. So so that's the top.
Yep. Yeah, it just goes together like a sandwich. You just press the cigars in there, and that's the filler. And then they put a binder over it, so the binder holds the tobacco together. And then the wrapper, which is the pretty part, that's the outside. And so the wrapper has to be blemish free.
You know what I find kind of cool about this place is I came in here this morning at 9:30. It was like I don't know. No, it was about 10:30.
Yeah.
But there were a bunch of people hanging out in here.
Yeah.
And all super friendly. I was giving the guys some hell when I came in the door, but Tay, your gal that runs the counter up here, she's super sweet. She's a good catch. You should hold on to her.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a good employee.
Yeah, we have all of our staff is great, really knowledgeable and helpful. I mean, this is a hospitality industry. It's not a tobacco industry. Because at the end of the day, you can go down the street and buy cigars from ABC convenience store.
Yeah,
what we offer is an
owls.
experience, right? You know, and a knowledge to get you the best cigar experience, not just sell a cigar.
I want to thank you, Jim. You've been a big supporter of the Real Quad Cities, kind of since day one.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, I love what you guys are doing. You're a way more outgoing guy than me, so I'm like, a guy like Joe is the right guy for this. Because I like being a wallflower. I like sitting in the back.
I don't know.
You come to me, I talk to you. I'm like, yeah, I like my little.
You're too much of a character to be a wallflower.
Oh, when I'm in here, it's a show, Joe. It's a show.
Yeah. when the circus isn't in town, P.T. Barnum is on point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, I appreciate that. You've always been a big supporter, and whatever we can do to help support you guys and really grow this thing. That's been the fun part of this whole Real Quad Cities thing.
Yeah.
And this is kind of our first, if you want to call it like wind down, after a big push over the last 2 months trying to get this
you've
thing
had a
off the
busy
ground.
month.
Yeah, we've been
Had a
running and
busy
gunning.
month.
We have some fun friends in here tonight. We've got Dustin James from SKO 26, big business leader from the Quad Cities. He's going to be popping on here. Sandy Berker, she is she's the one that runs the whole Festival of Trees. We got a chance to get to know her. Oh, there's Tay. Hello, Tay.
Hello.
Yeah, so maybe we'll even talk to Tay here. I'd like to talk to Tay at some point. Yeah, and then we've got my friend Eric Patagonia here. He's my co-host for Youth Baseball live streaming. So people will be able to find us hanging out with the Pleasant Valley Vengeance. The Pleasant Vengeance, it'll be 11U team this year. So
Pleasant Vengeance. I like the.
So yeah, they're the Vengeance. They're from Pleasant Valley. So Eric and I just nicknamed them Pleasant Vengeance. And it was kind of a cool name for their kids' team and whatnot. So
I feel like it would confuse opponents because they're like Pleasant Vengeance.
When was the last time you were at a youth sporting event? You ought to just go for funsies.
Man, I can't even think. Probably after my brothers graduated, high school. I haven't been to a youth event. I take that back. I have 4 daughters.
Yeah, okay.
I've been to my daughter's stuff too.
Yeah.
But they're
you
all
have
out of the house.
4
now.
daughters?
Yeah.
They're all out of the house?
Yeah.
You ain't that old. Man, you got started early,
I
brother.
I look younger than I am.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
That's such a girly thing to say.
You'll nail it. No, a girly thing to say would oh, Joe, I'm not going to tell you. I can't believe you asked.
So you have 4 daughters out of high school. I'm going to assume you started a little early. I'm going to guess that you probably had your first kid. How old's your oldest?
My oldest is 23.
And what's the next one in line?
21.
Shit, you ain't in your... Even if you started early, you ain't in your late 40s, are you?
Yeah.
How old-
45.
Oh.
I'll be 46 in February.
Well, I'm only 44. Oh, my God, I can't imagine having 20-year-old daughters running around on this earth.
Yeah. And I got 2 grandkids.
Oh, boy. Grandpa
No,
Jim.
being a grandpa is great.
Is it?
Oh, it's having kids is great too, but there's something extra special about grandkids because you can just do what you want, have fun, and then it's like, here you go.
Well, I'll tell you what. In that getup, you could convince them that you're a character from Landman. Did you watch that show at all?
Oh yeah,
man, I love that
Oh, I got into
show.
all the Taylor Sheridan stuff, Yellowstone, all that. Yeah, I do always tell people though. I had my hat and my cowboy boots before Rip did.
Oh, way back then.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone now is like, oh, you're a bandwagon
yeah.
jumper, you just...
Didn't Carhartt take a bunch of hell for that? Because, everybody in Yellowstone's wearing cars, so people started wearing Carhartt because it was trendy.
Yeah. There's a comedian that has a bit about Carhartt. Where
Is
he
that
was
right?
like, yeah, he's like, when I was young, Carhartt meant something. It meant you were of a certain class of person. You were poor. You had blue-collar parents that had real jobs, and they were gone all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, now it's like a brand everyone wears, and Carhartt means nothing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like back in the day, if you had a forearm tattoo, you were in the Navy, period. That
Yeah,
was it.
yeah.
Now everybody's got one just
Thinking of my Uncle Dick right now.
Yeah.
he had the mermaid with the boobs.
Oh yeah, I had an uncle, and Uncle Daryl, and he had that skin thing where like part of his skin was like super bleach white, where
Okay.
he was like losing pigment.
Yeah.
But his face looked like a bulldog, and he used to box and do all this cool stuff in the Navy, so his nose has been broken a million times. But that was always a cool thing when I was growing up. As a kid, it was like, can I beat Uncle Daryl at arm wrestling, right? And I remember finally one time, I was well into high school, and I finally beat him because he was way older, and I don't know. You feel like
How'd
you kind of
feel after you beat him?
You feel like you took down Goliath, man.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, look at that. So I don't know. I mean, he took it to his grave if he actually let me win or not, but I'll take it as a win. Jim, tell the audience why we should come into just cigar lounges in general, because we've got more women in this room, I think, than we do guys.
Yeah, and that's actually something we've actively pursued is to address and go after women, because the stigma is that, I think you say it best, it's like your stodgy old uncle just sitting in there complaining about stuff. And actually, it's interesting. Women are actually better tasters of cigars. They have a better taste receptors, and they can taste the nuances in cigars better than men can. And there is a wide variety of cigars. There's different strengths, different flavor profiles, and so I really love just connecting somebody with a cigar that they love.
I'll tell you, the one you gave me is pretty tasty.
Yeah, I gave you a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to get the full 20 bucks worth out of it.
So from here, it only goes up.
Oh,
I'll be like, all right, Joe, where would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10? You know?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of comps. I don't know how to compare it, but
Is there anything unpleasant?
Let's see. The tip is a little flaky, but I didn't give it a good lick. I think that's probably the problem. I need to give this a good lick, don't I?
Yeah, Midwest winters are hell on cigars.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you've got a big humidor in there.
Yeah, we have a big humidor. Our member lockers, in the summer, there's literally tanks in the bottom of them that spin humidity out. And we fill those tanks up once a week in the summertime. In the wintertime, we have to fill them up sometimes twice a day. That's how much of a difference there is in the Midwest between summer and winter when it comes to humidity. Because everything's forced air. It dries. You know, it pushes the humidity out of the atmosphere within a house or a property like this.
I ran a lint roller over this thing. This shirt was super pilly. It was hanging up and had a bunch of little balls on it, so I was running a lint roller over it. And man, I shocked the heck out of myself a couple times tonight. I'm like, man, I need to adjust the humidity setting on our furnace right now.
I shocked a couple people getting them rocks glasses.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's electric in here. That's why.
Hey, before I start bringing in a couple other people here, we got to plug your wife's operation. She's the real star of the show, and we're going to be at her place, Crafted QC over in LeClaire.
Yep.
Let's see how good of a pitch man you are for that place. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as someone who has watched the effort her and Danielle have put into it in the last month, I mean, that building's been transformed, and you can see just years of thought kind of spilling out onto the walls. And it's something they really get behind with the local concept of crafted, right? So 90 to 95% of everything in that store comes from somebody in the Quad Cities that makes it. And they have, I mean, everything. Crocheted wine bottle holders to handmade earrings, pottery, mugs, baking products. I mean, it's just, it goes on. It's actually mind-boggling how much stuff they've put in there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They had their grand opening today. Right? And your wife was going to be here, but she's like, listen, I'm running late. Today's been busy.
Yeah.
And so that's a good thing. That means if Crafted QC is busy, that means a lot of goods made in and around the QC are going out the door, so everybody wins there.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be live streaming from there here.
I
got to look at my calendar. It's coming up pretty fast.
Yeah,
it's coming up. So looking forward to that too, man.
Yeah.
So.
And LeClaire's it's great to go down to LeClaire. Not as much in the wintertime, but spring, summer, fall, you just walk up and down and enjoy everything, and just take your time and just go into the shops, and kind of like Million teleported back. They got the music playing on the sidewalk.
Kudos to LeClaire for doing that.
Yeah.
I think every small community should put some outdoor speakers on their sidewalks, because when you walk around, it's just, music just adds a whole nother element to things. Right?
Absolutely.
So, anyway, I'm looking forward to being at Crafted QC. I'm looking forward to hanging out here tonight. We've got a lot of friends to talk to here, so thank you for hosting us, Jim.
Yeah.
You've been fantastic. And
Glad to have you.
I think I'm going to bring in Ricky here from Mississippi Distillery.
Mississippi River Distillery.
Mississippi River Distillery.
Or MRDC. I say MRDC all the time, and everyone's like, what's MRDC?
I'm going to start calling it MRDC.
Get the acronym down.
Because, there's a lot of, well, I'll talk to Ricky about that. So get your butts down here to the drawing room. if you're floating around the quads, it's Friday night, for God's sake. Get downtown here, stop into the drawing room, buy a couple cigars, say hi to us, and then go out and do your thing or hang out for a while. The whole front, because we're in the back private room here. This is like a private party room, which can be rented.
Yep.
Can it be rented?
Yep.
So if you've got a little get-together and you want to add some class to the event, have it here in the private party room over here at the drawing room.
Yep.
Or
we
you can go
we
to
have
the
it
huge
rented
lobby.
out. People rent it out for birthdays, wedding parties, and we staff it when you rent it out. So it's a full service setup.
Dude, I love it. So you just had a member come in here. He went to his locker. He grabbed his bottle of booze and a glass, and now he's heading back out there to hang out and do his thing. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Well, Jim, we'll be talking to you.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks, man.
it.
And we're going to go ahead and bring in Ricky here. Thanks, man. Yeah, just go ahead and just, I'll get her fit. Hey, Parker, did our music die there?
How was the butt cake? Was the wife happy with the butt cake?
Ooh, I'm going to sneak right through here, Ricky, and then go ahead and I'll get you.
We had a sizing party for a bachelor party this morning. So we had 10 guys touchdown. So from there, as Calvin came out, him and Heather, Calvin, he was underneath all the covers. Stopped over there, and then set up at the River Center for the tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get you.
And everybody's home and put on some quality clothes.
You're next. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till you have about 4 more drinks, and then I'm gonna have you come on.
So it's a small little piece, but we do a lot of it.
Ricky, put these on.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'm gonna get your mic set up here. And then I want to get you to see if we can scoot that chair a little bit closer. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Keep the headphones on.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
Hey, good. How
Good.
are you?
So you're going to want to talk kind of nice and close into that mic.
Okay.
Ricky, what's your last name?
Carmichael.
How are you tonight?
I'm great.
So you are you the general manager over there? What's your title over at Mississippi River Distillery Company?
Mississippi River Distilling Company. It's a lot of syllables, I know,
Yeah.
but MRDC works.
MRDC, and it's right next door to the drawing room. And I was just telling you. So what do you do there? What's your official title?
So my official title is bar manager. I manage the bar over there. We have a general manager who oversees the LeClaire location and our location, but I have pretty much like management ownership of this specific location.
I just ate the cherry that was on the stick here in my old fashioned. That's a different cherry than even the good cherry that I normally get in an old fashioned. Was that different?
Yeah. So
What was that? That was the most delicious cocktail cherry I've ever had in my life.
So we use Amarena Fabri cherries. They're Italian. The story goes there was a man whose wife really didn't care for the taste of maraschino cherries, so he developed a new species of cherry, and they're brandied in the same way that a Luxardo cherry is, but they're just a little bit different. They're a little bit richer. And I knew you were going to like one, so I brought you another old-fashioned with 2 cherries.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know what?
Let me just top
to be
you off.
polite. To be
Yes.
polite, I will go ahead and take it. Well, thank you, Ricky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was. So I went over there and I ordered an old fashioned before the show started. And then you showed me that you guys have a sign that says Iowa's best old fashioned.
Yep, it's printed on the front of our menus.
So nobody had taken that, so you guys just went ahead and took it, huh?
Yep.
Here, I'm going to adjust your mic up just a little bit better.
Sure. That a little bit better?
That's why I like doing the live streams, because, yeah, we're live.
Yep.
Stuff happens, you know. What were you doing before you came to? Well, how long have you been next door? How long have you been working for these guys?
I've been working for MRDC a little under a year. I had taken a year off work because I became a mom in 2024.
Hey, congrats!
Thank
Look
you.
at you.
Thank you. But prior to that, I have about a decade of experience in the hospitality industry in general. I actually got my start in cigar lounges. I used to work at Hickey Brothers across the river in Rock Island.
Oh, I've heard of those guys.
Yep, I started working there when I was 18. My dad was a regular over there, so he took me over there and I got a job. And so I know a lot of the guys from here actually through there. So this kind of feels like a full circle, me working next door and still having affiliation with the cigar lounge environment.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know this world here.
I very much know this world, yeah.
So what's unique about this whole relationship with you guys, with MRDC and the drawing room? You guys share a back hallway.
Yep.
So to get to the bathrooms from here, you got to go out to the hallway, and then there's a door that walks right into MRDC.
Yep.
And you guys, I should have a menu here, but
There's one right behind you.
Oh, check this out. So imagine this. You're sitting here, you're having a cigar, or you're even just on your laptop, you're just hanging out. You can scan this QR code, and you can order any one of these cocktails from your phone, and Ricky and friends will just walk the thing in. Here you go. And it's not in a stupid to-go cup. I know you guys probably had some red tape to get through initially to do that, but now you can walk it in an actual cocktail glass, and I mean, what a cool way to still smoke and drink.
Right, yeah. We also sell like fully legal take-home cocktails. So say you have been really enjoying your old fashions here, we sell a pre-bottled old fashioned next door that's the same drink that you're drinking right now, just already in a bottle and ready to go.
Is
up.
that what Jim has over there? Are you telling me that'll taste exactly like that?
I poured that out of one of those bottles.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay, I got to tell you, Ricky, whenever I see a cocktail in a bottle, I'm always like, that's going to be trash.
I agree. I'm with you.
And I thought you guys actually like did the whole thing with that, and
no,
that's right out of the bottle. Add an orange, add these cherries.
Yep. So that, you enjoy it here, so all you got to do, take it home, add ice, orange, and a cherry.
That is good.
It's made with our Cody Road bourbon, a little bit of bitters, and a little bit of simple syrup, and that's all. Just pure ingredients.
I can't believe that. I've never had a cocktail in a bottle that actually tasted good.
Until today.
What's your favorite cocktail to make?
My favorite cocktail to make is actually this one that I brought over. This is the Final Say. It is a riff on a cocktail that is a classic called The Last Word. The Last Word typically has gin, chartreuse, Luxardo, the maraschino liqueur, and lime juice. This has our gin, a slightly different version of chartreuse, and a little spritz of mezcal on top. But our gin is really good if you're into the more botanical, like a Hendrix or an Empress type of floral gin. Our gin would be right up your alley.
That's really good. I'm going to give that to my wife when she finishes her mule over there, because that's, there again, gin, like gin will kick your ass. And a lot of times you get a gin martini and it's just like, it's harsh. That was really good. What is that called?
This is called the Final Say.
It's delicious.
Thank you. That's definitely my favorite cocktail on our menu.
And that's a dangerous one too, because it's so tasty, and it tastes fresh. I'm a big fresh martini guy. I like to use fresh, like actual, squeezed limes and lemons and all that stuff.
Yep.
It's a pain in the butt, but it makes a way better
so
cocktail.
Worth it. Yeah, we use all fresh ingredients. Like we juice lemons and limes twice a week for our lemon and lime juice for our cocktails. It's just fresher that way.
Do you drink?
Occasionally, not a lot. I've got a limit.
Yeah. I don't know if I would want to be in the bar business right now, because the trendy thing right now, I don't even want to say trendy, because I think it's great, there's a lot of people cutting down on drinking.
Yeah,
It's affecting the bar business.
The industry has definitely felt that. We offer a mocktail menu or like a session or low ABV menu. So most of our cocktails, well, I shouldn't say most, but a good majority of our cocktails, aside from our NA menu specifically, can be made with a lower alcohol content if you're looking for something with a little bit lower ABV.
For the first time in my life, a couple months ago, I bought a bottle of like fake bourbon. You know, it's just the NA bourbon,
Yeah.
but you can use to make different cocktails with. And you know what? It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes your brain just wants you to be holding something.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
and you still get the sense of unwinding.
Yeah, so since we primarily use our own spirits for our cocktails, we don't really go for any NA spirits specifically. All of our mocktails and NA stuff is like still really fresh ingredients, but since we're not using like the zero proof spirits, we can keep the cost down a little bit. So somebody is still getting like the full cocktail bar experience where your mixologist is shaking and garnishing delicately and all that, but there's no alcohol in it. So it feels like the same approachability, the same experience without having to include the alcohol, and like you're not paying for alcohol that isn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that really helps too.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just an interesting world that we live in right now.
Yeah.
You know, we all still want to go out, we all want to party and socialize, but we're all trying to like combat the world and
Right.
stay healthy and do the things. But you know what? Every once in a while, a cigar and an old fashioned, feels kind of nice.
Yeah, my life motto is everything in moderation, including moderation.
I like that. Can I steal that and put that on a
Absolutely.
real Quad City
Yeah,
T-shirt?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna steal that. Everything in moderation, especially moderation.
Including moderation.
Including moderation.
Yep, you got to test your limits to know your limits.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Hey, get down to MRDC and see Ricky, and get yourself a cocktail. Get yourself, and then come have a cigar over at the drawing room, and then go back and have another cocktail.
Right, yeah. Or, you know, so our flagship location is our distillery in LeClaire. All of our spirits are made by a wonderful woman named Kat out in LeClaire. This location, the Downtown Lounge, is actually our bottling facility as well. So all of our spirits are brought here in big tanks and then bottled here. And then I brought a couple of my favorite bottles to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's plug this.
So I mentioned this to you a little bit earlier, but all of our spirits, we use local ingredients. So all of our grain for all of our spirits is sourced within 25 miles of the distillery. Our corn is sourced from Clark Farms, which is only 2 miles from our distillery in LeClaire. We even take our mash back to the cows to eat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
like super local.
Yeah. This is we have our regular like Cody Road bourbon, our Cody Road rye, a vodka, a gin, you know, the basic spirits, but I brought over some special stuff. The Cody Road honey is my favorite of our flavored whiskeys.
You know what? I got bit by the Jack Daniel's honey bug when that first came out. This was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And so I was a big fan of that. I didn't know you guys had a honey flavor.
We do, and it is not sweetened with sugar. It's only sweetened with honey. So it is our Cody Road bourbon with added honey, and that's it. And the honey that we get is from the Queen Bee Hivery in Jackson County, Iowa. I believe the town is
Damn,
called
that's
Preston.
even local.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And then what do we got here? This
So this is
experimental road
our
here.
Cody Road X. Occasionally, one of the benefits of being a small batch distillery is getting to do really fun, cool, collaborative stuff. So our Cody Road X is our experimental line. Every
Okay.
couple of months, we release like a fun experimental whiskey. This one here is our Cody Road bourbon that was further aged in back pocket anniversary stout barrels.
Really?
Yeah, so this has a really rich stout
Wait a minute.
flavor.
Say that again. I was distracted. The back barrel thing.
Yeah.
What was that?
Cody Road bourbon that was aged 4 years in our barrels and then re-aged another 3 years, I think, in back pocket brewery anniversary stout barrels.
So this stuff sat in a barrel for 7 or 2 barrels or whatever for 7 years.
7 years. Yep, that's a 7-year collaboration in the making.
Man, I would be I'm too impatient to be a whiskey maker. I wouldn't be able to wait. I'd be like, we got to pump this stuff out,
right.
you know?
Yeah. So part of the laws for bourbon is that it has to age for at least 3 years in the charred white oak barrel that's from, American oak trees and all that. We age ours in barrels for 4 years. We also, different than other distilleries, we age our spirits in smaller barrels. So that means that the liquid gets more surface contact with the cask. So our spirits are going to have a lot more of those like oaky, woody notes from the aging process.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damn, Ricky. You know a lot of stuff.
I've learned a lot.
That's why you're the bar manager,
Yep.
right? Go see Ricky at MRDC. Thanks for all this. Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Would you give that to my wife?
I would
over
love
there?
to.
I would love to. I would love to have her try that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get our music fixed here, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna bring on somebody else.
Cool.
Go see Ricky. MRDC.
MRDC.
Make it happen. Okay. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah,
and
thank
thank
you.
you for the cocktail.
Of course,
yeah, I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
that. Yeah. Oh, that was great. Thank you. I'll plug this. So I shouldn't plug it. Oh, I'm going to plug it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
So that was just one of my more creative presentations.
Which one of you guys is coming back? I'm gonna give you guys each 5 minutes. Yeah, well, do I need to say it? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. What's going on? Oh, there's some controversies here. Yeah. All right. You guys smoke, Joe? I had not seen your social media. I had the fucking day of my life last night. Outdoor pictures and you're right. Okay. Where'd you put it, honey? Oh, I got it. Get it before Truman gets sticky fingers here. Don't worry about it. This is live, baby. Joe from St. Giuseppe's Pizza just showed up. Hot takes, hotter pizza. We're going to be talking to him here in a second. Joe, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that before we get going here. Dustin, get yourself.
Yeah, I'll get you situated.
I've never had St. Giuseppe's. We're going to be making breakfast live on Wednesday. Yeah. All right, hang tight, get a drink. We'll talk to you here in a second. Meantime, I gotta talk to the speaker.
5 years ago, it was just this room.
What's that?
It was kind of like I was gonna ask you. Kind of had nowhere back here. And then about 3.5 years ago, we were on the side.
It seems like we're live.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I think we're live. Can you see that TV okay?
I can see, yeah.
Look at how good you look.
Oh, no, that's...
Damn, dude, you look good on camera.
You must have, like, Photoshop. You got some, like, AI stuff going on.
We're in cinematic mode. Hey, man, cheers.
Hey, cheers. Yeah,
cheers to you,
yes,
Dustin
yes.
James. And cheers to your efforts to help other businesses move the ball down the field. Because, I mean, in a way, we're kind of buddies that way, aren't we? You know?
Hey, we're buddies, man. We're locked in here. I want to thank you, man. Like, this whole this whole journey, putting it together, right, is a lot of work behind the scenes. Of course, there's Julie and Jody, my team, doing a lot of the work behind the scenes that doesn't always get credit, but just a community that I think was starving for this, which was really kind of extremely humbling, right? I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a big personality. I love people. I love people, man. I love tonight, like just mingling, meeting some new faces, even here.
Isn't this kind of fun?
It's beyond
like,
fun.
Hey, come to a live stream at a cigar lounge on a Friday night, and we can just unwind and relax and not feel like we got to be like in Showtime mode,
right. The antennas are still up, but it's a much more relaxed.
Yeah, I'm like if I fumble the ball here, I'm not really that worried about it.
Yeah, but yeah, it was unbelievable turnout. Super grateful. So looking forward to year 2 because the hardest part about putting on an event is putting it on, right, and putting it on in a successful manner. So to have the diversity of businesses we had and the unbelievable feedback. I mean, literally, I've got vendors who are like, sign me back up. I've got people that were already there, like, I'm going to bring more of my team, because it's not just, I think when we talk like sales, people think it's the front line guys like me and you, right? Got to build the relationships, but everybody is in sales. I don't care who you are, whether you're picking up the phone, whether you're trying to help your team, like, it's growing business. And in today's world, if you're not growing, you're going the wrong way, and that's the last thing you want for anybody.
So we had a room full of business people and salespeople and entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, all from all walks of life and all types of businesses yesterday, and it went really good.
Yeah, it did.
What did you beat yourself up over this morning? Come on, because I know you're a perfectionist and you wanted everything to go perfect, and it went really good. But I bet there were some things that I didn't even catch where you're like, wow, man, I wish this would have.
Well, and for me, it's very different because I've never been on the promoter side, right? As a speaker, I'm the hired gun, right? You come in,
you're like a mercenary,
and you shake hands, and you get to not worry about the agenda. Working on apps. What does everything look like? Is people checked in on time? Does everybody have their lanyards? Are chairs enough at the table?
You know what? That's a good point. You usually just show up and you're just like lock and load,
right?
And you just go and do your thing, and then you leave.
Right. So this was. So it was it was a big learning curve for me. But I don't know that they're maybe marketing starting sooner. But you're also selling a concept. Like, at the end of the day, to have almost 150 people come into this room and believe in something that, how can I grow my business? How can I build more relationships? What am I not doing? A chance to network, to see that many people at the Waterfront Convention Center and to come together. Like, it was extremely blessed, extremely grateful, and just met some wonderful people, and extremely excited where it's going to go because, I'm hard on myself, but it was an A day. It was an A day.
Well, it was 150 people that they all, including me, said, what the hell is SKO 26?
Right.
Who the hell is Dustin James?
Yeah.
And then they found out the answer to those questions, and then they made the conscious decision to purchase a ticket and go to this event.
Right.
And learn and network. And there was 150 people that you took, and you have a team.
Yep.
But you took from, I don't even know what this means, to, I'll spend 4 hours on a was that on Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah.
I'll spend 4 hours on a Thursday afternoon to go do this thing and take time away from my day-to-day.
From their business.
Yeah. I mean, think of the money you costed the Quad Cities yesterday.
well, I hope in December everybody's thanking me, right?
Yeah. Yesterday was a down day for business because we were all hanging out at SKO 26.
Yeah, but hopefully they all figured it out, tie it all together, and it really. But for me, it was all the feedback, the instant feedback, right? And no matter what you do in business, right? Feedback, good, bad, and different. Like, to have somebody come up to me and be like, "Holy cow, Dustin! Like, this was far more than I expected. I want to bring 6 more of my team members because this was more than just." A sales tactic. Like, this is truly how to grow business through intentionality, doing things a little bit different. And you know, the great thing I can offer the Quad Cities is my circle of speakers, right? I'm not, yes, I get to do this 50 plus times a year, but as I go to events, all of these speakers become my friends. So to have Rob come in as an MC and do the
where's
interactive.
that guy from?
From Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Like,
yeah, dude, that guy came in from Utah.
yeah, I mean, he's spoken in almost every, I think there's only 3 countries he's never spoken. Like, this is a guy who's well diverse. He's got the stripes.
Realize that.
Yes, like I mean, he does this for a living. He's MCs all over the place. So for him to also bring in that and then the interaction, like I had somebody come up and be like, it was great to sit at my table, but I only knew the 2 people next to me. So to get up and do an activity took me out of my comfort zone, but I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and it gave me a reason to do it. Right, guys like me and you, we have zero filter. We're going to go talk to the world because, but we're almost unicorns. I mean, that's the thing, and it's not a pat on our back, but not everybody has the strength, has the charisma, has the confidence. We're not worried about the end result. We believe at the end of the day, the more people we talk to, the more relationships we get to build, and that's not normal for the rest of the world.
So let me give you some feedback from a consumer standpoint in the crowd. Now, I could sit here for 20 minutes and tell you how all the things I liked about it, but one of the things that I would love to see, my favorite thing about these events that you do is when everybody is up and we're belly to belly. What do you do? What do you do? No kidding. Do you know so-and-so? I helped tuck that guy into bed the other night before I had to go home. You know, he had too much to drink. He's a great guy. His buddy mine. Whatever, right? And I think take exactly what you did, and if we could add in like a speed dating couple rounds.
I absolutely love it, because this was probably the biggest. So going back to maybe your first question, the biggest lesson I learned, I'm thinking I've got a room of salespeople, right? So when I'm thinking sales, I'm thinking like-minded, a Dustin James, a Joe, right?
Everybody's got their six-shooter on their hip.
We can just go, even during a break, during social hour, it's going to take care of itself.
Yeah.
But what I learned is not everybody. Many
everybody's an extrovert.
Many people
like
are not extreme extroverts, right? I would put us at the extreme side of it. But even as a business owner, as a salesperson, I was kind of expecting that to maybe evolve itself. And that was a lot of, like, the great things was the interaction activities. So far and away, it's already at the top of the list for next year. I mean, we're only a day out of this, and my mind is already outlining how can I add value to that, because that's important, right? If I can put you in a contact with somebody like the person who had the mobile bartending business, she already's got 2 or 3 appointments from yesterday.
Oh yeah, I heard that yesterday, and I was like, oh, she's gonna get booked.
Yeah. She literally was pulling business from that, and that's what I want everybody to be able to do at an event like this. This isn't kudos to Chambers and all that good stuff. I want to do something different. I want people to be like, I'm going there to support a great cause, but I also want to get my ROI, right? That return on investment. Maybe it's a return on a relationship.
Meet that one
it's
person.
Something that's going to help your business. Like that's the goal of that should be the goal of all of it. Even this, like what you're doing is unbelievable for just sharing community, sharing stories, what's going on, businesses that you have no idea existed. Like, holy cow, they're on the real Quad Cities, like going through a drive-through at a coffee shop with the people you meet. Like, it's real and it's authentic, and that's what business should be, because that's who we are in today's world.
You know what? I did have a little bit of an overinflated ego yesterday because I was going up to people and saying hi, introducing myself, doing all the things, and then just by default saying, and by the way, make sure you follow Real Quad Cities. And they're most of them were looking at me like, yeah, we know, we already follow you. Like, that's why we're talking to you right now. And I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah.
Like, you're following us. And so, like, it's very humbling, but people aren't following us. And that's the great part. They're following the Real Quad Cities because they don't know who they're going to see next.
Right.
Like, people are getting addicted to it because they're like, I know that guy. Oh, I know that girl, or I know that person. So like, I'm very humbled by it. But I don't stay humble too long. We'll puff on the humble for a minute, and then we're just full steam ahead,
I was
baby.
just gonna say, when you texted me this morning, like I wasn't running yet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm running.
Yeah, I think I texted you this morning. Oh, I texted you this morning. It was pretty early, and I said, that was yesterday. You're back at 0 today. Get going or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't show up to be second, so we were already running, man.
Yeah. And then number 2
Yeah.
in the suggestion box.
Sure, please.
Cocktail hour needs to start before the whole thing starts. You made us all wait. It was like, is this a dry event? I'm like, man, I don't want to wait till the end to have a cocktail. I want to have a cocktail before, during, and after. And I think I would have done twice the networking, and probably 3 times.
We'll do an early VIP tailgate, but I don't know if we could do that in January. It'd be awfully cold.
If nothing else, just hand out a bunch of Fireball to everybody and say, all right, everybody crank this down before we get started here. Get everybody nice and loose. But no, dude, the whole thing was great. Like, we're having fun, but the whole thing was great, and there were wonderful people in the room, including a lot of the people that are in here tonight. We got Truman from his whole restaurant operation deal. We're going to talk to him. We got Hot Takes, Hotter Pizza, Joe from St. Giuseppe's over here.
Yes.
So we just did a apparel licensing deal with Joe's. So you're going to start seeing some St. Giuseppe merch on the Real on shop, realquadcities.com. And so we've developed 2 shirts. They're already on there. One says Hot Takes, Hotter Pizza, St. Giuseppe's.
Okay.
And everybody knows what's going on there. And then, dude, he's the king of hot takes. And then I came up with another one, and it's got a printed pocket on the shirt with a piece of pizza hanging out of it. And it says, my side piece is at St. Giuseppe's.
Dude, I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's one of the things that we're doing, like with the show, is not only are we letting entrepreneurs kind of talk about their brand and what they got going on, but it's like, well, how can we help? Because we're building this network of all these different people doing all these different things. And so by getting to know some of these entrepreneurs, it's like, hey, now that you mention it, you need to talk to so-and-so. He was just on the show last week, or she could help you do this. And so, like, I feel like my job is to just connect dots. And the more dots we connect, well, we're going to build a hell of a web, baby.
Right. Well, you're doing a hell of a job, man. It's I'm glad the stars aligned, and a mutual connection puts us in place, and here we are, right? And it's crazy how fast forward it's been, right? I mean, I think this relationship started 3 weeks ago?
Well, yeah, and then,
less than a month ago. I know that.
And we have to. And I want to apologize to you on the live stream.
Why?
Well, we did our sit-down, long-form conversation, and it was chock full of clips and sound bites and takes from you that I think people would really benefit from. And so far, all we've done is presented the whole buffalo to everybody. I got to start cutting up some fillets for people and putting some clips
I was going to
out,
laugh,
man.
because my mom, of course, you've always got moms, so they all love us, right? She's like, yeah, I watched it. I didn't realize it was that long. But she's like, you're my son. You can talk for 2 hours. I was like, well, Parker shut us off. We probably could have gone a whole nother hour.
Like, Parker's like, shut the damn thing down here.
He's like, I got to work this afternoon. I got to edit this thing, man.
Yeah, you got done, and I looked at Parker, you took off, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of clips in there. And he's like, yeah, I know, but we still have clips to put out from so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so.
No apology needed. Seriously, I just appreciate great conversations. I really do. Like talking life, world, the journeys we've been on, the things we do. And it's crazy, these stories that we have, how much value it can add to others. Like that's the crazy thing. For years, I had all these stories, and I'm just like, what do you do with them all, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're the storyteller. And then I realized I could monetize that, right? Be a speaker. Like all these goods, bads, everything in between, and then the life lesson that comes from it, or how you can apply it, or sharing business stories. So it's just been a fun journey. So I appreciate you being a great catalyst to share stories for not just me, but other businesses here in the Quad Cities, people, events. It's a powerful tool.
Hey, let's prime the pump real quick for Moments Tuck Shop. Right now that we're talking,
Hey, I'll steal exposure with that.
Speaking of businesses locally owned and operated who give a damn about you, Moments Tuck Shop. Is that State Street?
Yep, we're
right
located
on
at
State
4332 State Street. If you're coming from Bettendorf and you hit Brenny's, you've gone too far. Look to the left, across the river. We're right there, Duck Creek. We're right there. We sell that experience, right? We want to make sure every future groom looks great. I always share the story. I got married 20 years ago and somebody didn't care, right? I walked out of a store with a jacket that was too long and too baggy. I hate my wedding pictures. We'll never do that to a groom. That's the golden rule. Like, if Dustin wouldn't approve it, they're not walking out the door, right?
You got some nice stuff. It's too bad the real Quad Cities doesn't have a guy who could make this turd look really polished.
Yeah.
And so, we need to talk about Moments
we will
Tuck
have
Shop
to
being
talk. We will.
the official
Formal wear dealer.
formal wear supplier of the real Quad Cities.
I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you, my friend.
Well, I start early, so I guess I'll have to get a key.
Yeah,
so I can come in
you ready for coffee at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, get fitted. I'll be like, oh, sorry, we got breakfast down there at the restaurant here in an hour. Oh, hey, can I show you something real quick before I kick you out of here?
That's all right. You show me anything.
Have you seen these things? This is the greatest invention. I got these at Dillard's. So you know how your collar gets all shitty like that one?
Yeah, you got the little extenders in there that keep the collar tight.
So it's not the plastic ones.
Okay.
So they're metal ones, and then there's a magnet on the inside that keeps the collar clipped up nice and tight. So like this magnet here, like this is just a metal piece. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen these? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I just move around too much. The magnets,
I tell you what,
they don't work on Superman.
I've lost a couple magnets, and then
where do they end up?
Yeah, and then I end up having one side of the collar that looks really good because these things are freaking expensive. You go to Dillard's, this set is like $40. So like. Moments.
You need Dillard's to be the magnets. Moments will take care of your look.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not interested in some silly accessory with zero margin in it. Yeah. I just wanted to say how much I like these magnet things. I think they're great. So
all good.
I'll get the nice shirt from you. Hopefully as a partnership deal here.
We'll work
I don't have
on
any money to spend right now. I mean we're spending all our money on this thing. We ain't making anything yet, but I think it's coming.
Yeah. Come see us at prom season when it's crazy, right?
Oh yeah. Then you got money to burn. You're like, sure, Joe, whatever you want, man. Anyway, Dustin James, everybody, Moments Tuck Shop, and now SKO. Is it just now the SKO guy? Because it'll be SKO 27 next year.
Yeah, so SKO 2027 we're working on, right? So if you're a business, if you've got a sales team, if you're in any of the relationship business, you want to be part of it, all the proceeds go to the Alzheimer's. So this is just, one of those great events. We had, nearly 150. Next year, I can promise you, we'll pack 250, 300 in that place. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun.
Man,
I can't wait to find out what speakers you guys want to hear. Doesn't always have to be me, right? So, so finding topics, things are relative, and using my connections. So, just looking forward to it.
Dustin James, everybody, send him an email. Give him a call at 5 a.m. Yeah, see what he's up to. He's probably awake. Hey, man, this has been great. This is super fun. Hang around for a while. St. Giuseppe's brought us in some pizza.
Yes.
So, thanks a lot, Joe, from St. Giuseppe's. You're getting heat on the real Quad Cities, and you're just trying to do something nice.
Yeah, I got to give them a hard time because the Tuck Shop's wanting breakfast pizzas, I think, and you're going to be there. So
we're going to be there on Wednesday live stream. And in fact, would you ask Sandy to stop in here quick?
Yeah.
Sandy Burrichter, I believe.
Okay.
So you met Sandy earlier.
I did.
She's the big honcho that runs Festival of Trees.
Okay. All right. She's next.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't mean to kick you out of here, but dude, you and I could do this all night.
I was just going to say,
everybody's going to give me the hairy eyeball. They're like, thanks for not talking to me.
Well, and you want followers, right? I've been on here enough.
Yeah. Thanks, Dustin. Yeah. We'll holler at you, man. Hey, dude, thank you. That was great, man. Yeah. That's easy. All right, we'll get Sandy. Okay. I got to eat a piece of pizza. You guys get any of this? We already ate. I got to show him the pizza because it goes out, man. That's barbecue chicken. switching cameras okay? Everything good? You can hear what we're doing? Going terrible.
Parker, what are you doing over there?
He's running the live stream.
I know he is. I know what he's doing.
Oh my God, this is good.
Where's the pizza from?
What's going on, Quad City?
Saint just sat
shows here.
over each Moline.
Oh, okay.
Throw
Okay.
those headphones on.
The headphones? You're going to have me on TV with headphones on? Jesus, Joe.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Joe.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Is it Sandy Burrichter?
Yeah, make the H a K, and you can say it phonetically.
So Burrichter is how I pronounce it.
Burrichter. The emphasis is on the burr.
So Sandy Burrichter, she runs. Can I say you run the Festival of Trees?
No, I have a fantastic team. I have a fantastic staff at Quad City Arts. I just am the director. Let's call it that. I just direct everybody.
How big is Quad City Arts? If you could put a number on how many, like, I don't want to say employees, but how many people that regularly contribute to the Quad City Arts, how many people do you think are involved in that?
Well, we have a staff of 7, and
Okay.
we pull off some remarkable stuff. But we have donors, we have sponsors, we have supporters, we have great volunteers. Everybody that comes in and volunteers to help at the gallery, they help at our events. So, staff of 7, army of 300, you know.
How did the Festival of Trees end up, pound for pound, all the different metrics that I'm sure you guys look at from previous years this year? Was it an up year, down year, average year? What was it?
I'm not sure yet. We're still crushing the numbers on that one. This year we had some phenomenal help from the Cultural Trust. We're one of the legacy partners of the Cultural Trust. They support 6 cultural agencies in the Quad Cities, and we're lucky enough to be one of them. So
Who contributes to the Cultural Trust? Is that like some endowment type of deal?
kind of a lot of philanthropic families of the Quad Cities, because then Cultural Trust makes decisions that better our community in the form of arts and entertainment. So we had phenomenal help. And you want to get this, we're only a staff of 7, they're a staff of 3. So, but if you put a bunch of women in charge, Joe, you know it's going to be okay.
Well, it will be okay. It'll definitely be organized and run a lot better than a bunch of dudes trying to hammer something out, right?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. If I could employ women that would be interested in carrying fitness equipment in and out of people's homes, I would run a staff of only women.
Oh, hey, when I'm done with this, I'll find you.
It will get you a lifting belt and some back support. And,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sounds like a pretty good gig to me.
When you look back at the Festival of Trees, do you have like any kind of top moments where you're like, man, that was really special. That was something that I'll remember this past year by. Anything that kind of stands out at all?
Yeah. We had some great moments. So our premiere party kicks it off on Friday night before the parade.
Okay.
And we brought in a performing painter from Monterey, California. And she paints something live, but while she's painting it, she doesn't have it whatever way it's supposed to represent.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
Yep, and so Amy Berkman, she absolutely killed it for us at premiere party. Plus we had a fabulous, fabulous jazz band out of Des Moines, Iowa, of all places. They killed it for us. The next day we probably had one of the biggest parade crowds that they've ever had. It was a nice enough day. It was sunny. It wasn't too cold.
That was a massive parade.
It was insane.
Did you see Jesse and I down there handing out shots?
No, because I was inside kind of watching things kick off. But, yeah, I heard about that. I was expecting one to come in the door, but it's okay.
That was a last second audible I called. I was literally driving down to the parade. And I'm like, this is going to be like a big deal for Jesse and I because we don't really have a lot that we've been putting out with the Real Quad Cities. So this is an opportunity for us to do a live stream, have some fun. And I'm just like, I don't know if just walking around and just shooting the breeze with random people is going to work. And so I stopped at Casey's on State Street. And I bought like $100 worth of those shooters. Those I like cleaned them out and we put them all in a bag with ice. And then we just started handing them out. And,
I heard about that.
And then people on the street are doing shots in the morning on the live stream. We had... I think we had a lady, I think her name was Rachel, and she was just a peach. She was just like, she kind of reminded me of the Snapple lady. Remember the Snapple lady back in the day in the Snapple commercial? She was like the lovable figure. I don't know. But she took a big old shot of something. She did like a little toast and everything. But it was just fun. And the point is, I want to thank you for putting your trust in us to come and run around with cameras on and talk to you and show the stuff because, you know, at the time, nobody really knew what we were doing. I mean, nobody knew the Real Quad Cities really at the time. So thank you for putting your trust in us.
Oh, Joe, I told you today when you called to kind of follow up on, you know, whether I was going to be here. What you're doing for businesses and non-for-profits in the community is priceless. I can't tell you how many people called me, text me because I was on with you. So what you're doing is priceless, and my heart's philanthropic. You know, if you're social service or anything like that, that's where my heart is, and that's what you're doing, and I can't thank you enough. So it was my pleasure to be on with you.
Candidly, when I hear stuff like that, I get so excited. When I hear somebody say, I had people in my circle tell me they saw me on the Real Quad Cities, it makes me feel so good. Because these business owners are telling us that. They're saying, oh yeah, well, we stopped in, and or they'll say, I've had customers come in and say, I want to book a thing, or I want to do business with you, or whatever, or I heard about you on the Real Quad Cities. And it's like, wow. And then all of a sudden you feel like you got some responsibility on your shoulders. I'm like, wait a minute here. We're just having fun. But we're going to keep having fun, and I think we can still do some really great things.
I know you can. And you've got the personality, you've got the knowledge. You got it.
What are you doing the rest of the weekend?
I think the temperature is not supposed to get above like 18 degrees, so I will be hunkered down. It's also grant reporting time for us, so we got to pull some numbers together. So I'll probably be watching past Super Bowls and working from the comfort of my warm house.
Oh.
I know, boring, right?
That sounds like a lot of work.
But I've already signed up for 2 races this year, so I get into running.
I didn't know you were a runner.
Yeah, I know. Kind of hard to tell right now because I'm not in shape. But I love to run.
You don't look like you're out of shape by any means.
I love to run. And my daughter works in a NICU unit in Springfield, Illinois. And they have a race called the Little Miracles Fun Run. So I got to get in shape for that because I got to go. I have a medal. I won a medal last year, Joe. I won a medal.
Whoa.
For running that race. And it was 84 degrees with 88% humidity when I ran that race in June. So,
look at you.
I know. Every once in a while, I'm an ass kicker.
Do you know? Every once in a while, yeah. I would say every once in a while, you're not an ass kicker. The rest of the time, you're kicking all the ass in the room.
You're too kind.
Do you work out at a local gym?
I go to the Y.
Which one?
Bettendorf, Tanglewood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised I haven't seen you. I pop in there every once in a while, but you know, through Treadmill Heroes and through all the different relationships we have, you know, I like to hold memberships at different places and thank a lot of the folks who do business with us. So.
I would imagine you have a pretty decent setup at your house.
It ebbs and flows. So I've had it where our 2 stalls of the garage are like this whole huge gym.
Yeah.
And then it's full of junk and golf carts and different things. And then we get all hot and heavy. We're like, we got to get rid of all this stuff. And then we bring in it. But what ends up happening, I'll grab a bunch of cool stuff from the shop over at Treadmill Heroes. And I'll be like, oh, let's put all this up at my house and we'll start using it. Well, then I'll take a picture of it and post it and I'll sell it.
Yeah.
And then someone comes and gets it and then I got to grab something else. But anyway, yeah, not all the time do we have a good setup, but we're gonna be building a really good one here real soon. So,
Awesome.
Sandy, it's always good talking to you. I was so happy to see you on the RSVP list. That's why I called you. I was like, man,
I will
this is
never
great.
tell you no. I will never tell you no. You can ask me
Okay.
just about anything.
Okay, I'm going to remember that. There are some people that just heard you say that know me, and they went, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Sandy just
my
opened up
friends
Pandora's
are on
box.
there going, oh my God, yeah. But no, they're feeling bad for you. They're feeling bad for you because I will be relentless. But no, I really, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for having the initiative to do something like this, for reaching out to the businesses. I've got some not-for-profits that could use a little plug if you're interested in going that route. And
Plug one right now.
Third place.
What's
in
third
Rock-
place?
The third place. It's a day shelter for people who are unhoused. And
That's a big thing right now. That's a hot topic in the Quad Cities because there's a lot of homeless people. And there's homeless people even in the Quad Cities.
oh, there are the point in time numbers. There's about 500 people. The last point of time numbers, a little under 500, that live day to day unhoused.
Oh my God! And,
And,
this time of year, brutal.
Christy started this from scratch. Her and Chloe. Christy and I used to work together at another non-for-profit, and she is fearless. She could use some love. Christian Care. It's a men's shelter with a lot of social service help to back it. Christy works with other organizations because she just gets them in off the street. Most of our homeless shelters here in the Quad Cities, they're only overnight, and in the daytime they don't have the staff or the funding to keep them open in the daytime, so they have to turn people out in the street so they can go to Christy, get food, they can get a warm place, they can get love, support.
You know what I want to do, Sandy, and I truly believe this. I think we're going to connect enough dots over time with this thing we got going on. I truly think we're going to be able to move the needle. I
hope so.
truly believe we're going to be able to go, you know what? That lot in downtown Davenport has been sitting empty for 10 years. You got developers that want to come in here and build something. There's got to be a way to build something that they want to build, but also have an area within that to where we can help out the homeless and we can do some good things. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I know that if we just continue to bring people together, having conversations, because I don't like to have just like pointless small talk with people. It's like, well, wait a minute. If you say there's a problem here, let's figure out a way to like bring enough people to the table to solve it.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're connecting the dots that can't market themselves, that quietly, whether it's a business or a not-for-profit, that's what you're doing. And that's why I will never tell you no, because you've got something that nobody else has.
Well, I guess we'll just keep whipping that steed, right? Let's
do it.
Yeah, let's
You do
go.
it. You
Yeah.
do it.
Well, Sandy, it's always great to talk to you. And you need to go get one more cocktail from MRDC.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you need to have one more. You've only had one. You can have one more. Yeah.
I've had two, but don't tell.
Oh,
Don't
well,
tell.
okay. Well, that
No.
was two halves that
Two
you
halves.
had. You had two halves.
That's what I just told Crystal. These are too small.
So
but
just have one more half.
one more half.
Yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate the opportunity for Quad City Arts, for the other agencies that I just plugged, and thank you for keep doing what you're doing.
Sandy Bergter, Festival of Trees. and many, many more. So, all right, Sandy, we'll be talking to you a lot in the future. In the meantime, I'm going to go grab Mr. Hot Take Hotter Pizza.
Go get
old
him.
Joe from St. Giuseppe's here. So
Go get
thank you,
him.
Sandy.
Thank you, Joe.
All righty. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. I'm serious, so.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to cash in those chips.
You do that.
Who's up? Okay. Parker, we still good? You can hear what we're doing? Okay, thank you. You're the man. All right, who's up? Boy, I can't have two empty glasses in front of me. I'm going to look like a lush.
Oh, you know what? I mean, I suppose I could. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's funny.
My phone's charged. I have my ringer on high. Yeah, I mean. Oh.
I'm very impressed with this setup.
Oh, Joe, you're going to get me canceled.
Oh, no.
You're going to get me canceled in
Nobody
the Quad
gets
Cities
canceled
here
anymore.
already. Yeah. Joe, how do I say your last name?
Shilling. SC, or I was about to spell it for you too, but it's shilling, like the English currency.
Joe Schilling from St. Giuseppe's Pizza. Hot Takes, Hotter Pizza.
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Giuseppe's Pizza. Welcome back to Iowa. You just spent some time down in Florida.
Yep.
Florida is
Yeah,
how you're supposed to say
yeah,
it, not
yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, that is how you say it.
Do
isn't
people
it?
say Florida in Florida, or do they say
I don't
Florida?
think I heard anybody say Florida down there. It's like they all just exist in the state. You know, they kind of forgot where they are. That's what it seems like.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
When it first came up, hey, we need to connect with St. Giuseppe's Pizza.
Yeah.
I pulled up your Facebook account because I was probably one of the last people in the Quad Cities to find out about St. Giuseppe's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm watching some of your stuff, and I'm like, this guy. I'm like, this guy puts out some pretty hot takes on some
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, are we sure? Because we're just really trying to just like not, rock the boat at all.
Yeah.
But then I met you,
Yeah.
and I came over to your place one morning to meet you and talk about maybe doing something on the real Quad Cities. And when I walked in, you were talking to like a high school kid.
Yeah.
And he was talking about maybe starting a job with you or
Yeah.
something like that. And myself, how I would have done, I would have been like, okay, I would have hurried through the conversation because I
Yeah.
had somebody else coming in. We were going to talk shop.
Yeah.
But you sat there and had a genuine conversation with this guy. You made me wait like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you were talking to this kid and doing follow-up questions. You were genuinely interested in this kid. Even to the point where you were just like, giving him some old advice before he took the
that's
field
funny.
and back out in the
yeah,
field.
I think
And
I told him to always listen to his mom or something.
yeah, that's what it
funny.
was.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he brought up his mom, almost like, well, my mom said
Yeah.
this, kind of embarrassed like a teenager. And you were like, no, you listen to your mom.
Yeah,
Like, she's got
yeah.
your best interest in mind, whatever it was. And I just thought that was that was very wholesome.
Dude, the young kids need to be told by people, because I sensed that the kid had respect for me, and there's nothing better than getting advice from somebody that you respect, especially off the cuff like that. Like, whoa, I wasn't expecting this guy to tell me to listen to my mom,
Yeah.
and it has a huge impact. My Uncle Josh is one of those people. He's a funny, cool guy, but every now and then he shoots you, hey, dude, stop messing around. I'd be running a fine business, everything's cool, and then I make some stupid financial decision, and I get a text, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, focus on your business, And I'm like, oh shit, he's right, I should,
And I think I told you yesterday when we were at SKO, because you were there, or maybe it was on the phone afterwards, I can't remember, but I said, dude, it takes a lot of bravery just to put your opinion out there, regardless of what your opinion is.
Yeah.
It takes a ton of bravery to throw it out there because you are inviting the yin to the yang of the opinion.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so, good for you, man.
Well,
good for you for throwing it out there, regardless of what it is.
There's a sinister motive behind it all. And what it is I'm trying to get the absolute best customers I can get. And these are smart people. And what they're able to do is they're able to see past all of that. And they're, wait, hold on. Wouldn't his business fail if, he just ran his business off of opinions or whatever it might be? And we got to try his pizza. And then they find out it's the best pizza that they've ever had. Oh, okay. So he's allowed to do all this crazy stuff because he has a wonderful product that people enjoy, And I don't know about you, but I don't like admitting this, but if I like a product, I'm going to buy it. You have to be a really, really terrible person for me to for my morals to come into play. Everybody goes to Walmart, everybody, all this stuff, and that's my big thing too. Is all these people, that might disagree with me and choose not to buy my pizza. They still go to Walmart, they still use phones with lithium batteries, and I'm like, well, I suppose it only matters when you hear somebody's opinion and you don't actually know what the business is doing, and it's a funny realization. I always forget to remember that with a lot of these people that come at us online. But
you know what else I've learned about you?
Yeah.
You really give a damn about the quality of the product that you put out.
Can you imagine if somebody comes into my restaurant solely based off of the stuff we do on Facebook, and then they get a terrible pizza? Man, this guy sucks.
What a shyster.
Yeah.
Well, I have some sitting off camera right here.
Yeah,
I don't know if Parker can see
chicken.
this. So I told you this off camera.
Yeah.
Prior to this piece that I've been eating, I've never had St. Giuseppe's
Dude, that's
pizza.
not even the good stuff. That doesn't even have our red sauce on it. Our crust and our red sauce is, the two main things that we're known for. That's one of the gimmick pizzas.
But even as a gimmick pizza, this is really good. But, living in Bettendorf.
Do you mind if I grab a slice? I'm actually kind of hungry.
Get it, show it off. Bring something over here, yeah. We're talking to Joe from St. Giuseppe's Pizza, and I'm trying his barbecue chicken pizza, which is insane. The dough is super chewy, which I love. And I got to be careful here. I don't want to turn into one of those pizza review guys. But living in Bettendorf, you just don't think, oh, I'm going to order a pizza from East Moline. Is there a way to bridge the gap to get St. Giuseppe's to my house?
We've got all of our point of sale systems through Toast. We currently have delivery fulfilled by Toast or DoorDash.
So I can get DoorDash? I can DoorDash St. Giuseppe's?
You don't go to DoorDash. You go to our website, which is heavenly.pizza, and then you order delivery through our website, and it's fulfilled through DoorDash. I'm having a hard time.
Why do you do it that way?
Well, I was doing deliveries myself for a long time. There's a lot of insurance issues and stuff. I'd hate to send a kid out on a delivery. I'd hate for a kid to get hurt. while working for me. But then, you know, there's like the legal problem with it too, where it's like, man, you send a kid out on a delivery and they get hurt, you know. You could
Sadly,
close
it's
your
not
business.
1988 anymore,
Yeah.
and every 16-year-old running around has the responsibility level of a 25-year-old.
Yeah, and you know, with all these delivery services available now, Uber Eats, DoorDash, I don't know this to be a fact, but I think they're having an impact on like the insurance market. And so like it's way more expensive now to insure your own drivers anymore, you know, than it was you know,
Really?
even 10 years ago. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I was doing all the deliveries myself, and but then it became more important for me that as many people as possible have access to my pizza, you know, and especially people who can't drive. We have a lot of people who, you know, they can't drive. They have some sort
Dude,
of...
all this freaking red tape makes it so hard to just
it's
do
possible,
business.
yeah.
Insurance, man, I just finished a big meeting with our insurance guy through Treadmill Heroes.
Yeah.
Same kind of deal, right? Oh, you're carrying in 400-pound pieces of equipment in and out of people's homes.
Yeah.
Now, we've had insurance through the same company for 15 years, but it's getting increasingly harder and harder to get the coverage that you're looking for.
Well, yeah, and insurance is one of those things. I just realized this today. The same day, I see my property taxes go up $200 a month on the business property, and then my insurance has gone up $200 a month. I'm like, man, with all the things that we pay for as a business, excuse me, this has got some jalapenos on it. I got one of my stuck in the back of my throat. But
Well, you know they use authentic jalapenos
Oh, yeah.
over at Saint Giuseppe. Now it's Saint G. It's Giuseppe's with a G, right?
yeah, I like to tell people, say St. Joseph. Everybody knows who that is. And then just add an E sound at the end, and then replace the PH sound with a P. You know, St. Giuseppe, St. Giuseppe, you say it fast.
So did your old man start the biz?
Yeah, he started. Well, funny thing is, he started it in 1997, but he did it from him quitting the insurance business because I don't know all the facts, but I think they were trying to get him to sell some policies that he believed to be, you know, less than, you know, in the customer's best interest.
Above board.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, those types of policies, I can't remember exactly what they were, but he did like life insurance and stuff, but those policies that they were trying to get him to sell, I think they're now illegal. You know, they're constantly changing laws on that kind of thing, but I'm guessing they're illegal for a reason. But yeah,
Talk to me about your content that you put out, because I was talking to, I can't remember who I was talking to, but we were talking about like just the stuff that you put out, because man, you guys have a ton of followers.
yeah,
You know, and not only a ton of followers, but a ton of Facebook followers.
Yeah.
And Facebook followers are hard to pick up.
it's funny. I think Instagram followers are hard to pick up.
Oh, the Instagram followers are the hardest.
Okay.
They're the hard. I think.
Yeah.
I think on the you know, the pecking order of how hard it is to get somebody.
yeah,
Instagram is way
Yeah.
up here. Then you have Facebook. Then you have YouTube.
oh, YouTube's impossible.
Oh
yeah, it's so hard.
man, and then TikTok is man. If you can just put out some consistent stuff with TikTok, you can get a little bit of traction.
Yeah, I think if I focused on any one of them, I would do good. But you know, for me, I like focusing on one thing at a time. You know, I've tried to do the cross-platform stuff, and it's a lot like you need a full-time manager.
You need a Parker Crest.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, exactly.
And even Parker can't keep up, because when you're trying to satisfy all the platforms. Because you know, you'll have someone say, "Oh, I saw you on Instagram," and you're like, "Oh, really? Man, I need to do more stuff on Instagram."
Yeah.
You know, I saw you on YouTube. Oh man, well, I need to do more. You know, it's the nature of the beast.
It's really funny because for the last 5 years, I've been known as the pizza guy, and it's been a little bit more common that people are coming up to me and they're saying, "Oh, you're the Facebook guy." So I'm like, "Well, I'll take that."
You're
too,
that
you know?
Facebook pizza guy.
Yeah, and but yeah, it's interesting to me because, well, you know, I think the reason we've stuck with Facebook for so long, I think, you know, I wasn't paying too much attention to anybody else back when I first put the business on Facebook, but I do think I was the first person to really use Facebook back before there was pay-to-play kind of activity.
How long has St. Giuseppe's had a Facebook page?
So our first page, I think we had that from 2013 to it was actually 2012, I think 2012 to 2020, and then we bombed that one because I was getting too many like out of country followers, like from like Australia and stuff, and they're kind of polluting my page.
It doesn't matter if somebody follows you from Zambique.
Yeah,
right?
well, we got like 31,000 followers, and then like half of them were from out of the country.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know how it was impacting because I wanted to market my pizza too, and I put out these awesome pizza deals and stuff like that, and they'd get attention. We did business, but it wasn't what I was wanting. But the best thing I ever did, and I couldn't recommend this more to anybody else, especially if their business is doing good enough without social media, delete all of your accounts, completely delete them. Don't take a break. And because I went off for almost a year, and when I came back, it wasn't because I wanted to come back. I was curious, like I was like, I wonder what it would be like for me to have a St. Giuseppe's Facebook page again. We started from scratch, and a weird thing happened where like, because before when I had Facebook, it was like all about me. It was like, how can I make me cool? Like even with my business page, people.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's about making people laugh. It's not about me at all. I think that's why I have such an easy time like saying whatever I want. It's because like I and I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but like with as much flack as I've gotten, you lose the ability. You lose your ability to care about what people think about you. If everybody thinks you pooped your pants and you didn't, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I didn't, but you can't help that everybody thinks you did, and yeah, so that's really helped because now I don't have to care anymore. Like and it turns out that as soon as you don't have to care, now you can be funny. And man, I got like, there's so many times, dude, I'll be in the car and I just bust up laughing because I came up with a funny idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a more reoccurring thing.
Well, but
happening.
I can't decide if you are just winging it, or you could look at your content two different ways. This guy is just like winging it, which maybe you are, or this guy is the most calculated, brilliant social media guy that he just knows what's going to push people's buttons and get people chattering about it.
I'm winging it, but I use all of my available tools, so like, dude, like AI, like I did, I'll use AI to brainstorm stuff, and from like just very simple, fast, dude, AI is like a calculator for everything, it's like, give me a, give me a reason why like Garth Brooks is evil, and then, like
here you go, you're gonna get us canceled.
Dude,
now you're already canceling.
I don't think Garth Brooks is actually evil, but it's how I come up with ideas. I could do it with anything. One of my favorite things with AI lately is not to get into religion and stuff, but I love using. I'll say, give me a Bible verse that applies to this particular situation, and then from there I can calculate a decision that I'm going to make, to make sure that I'm not, offending God or what have you, So,
are you a spiritual guy?
I don't like to use. I mean, yeah, I have a spirit, but I am big on. I got like, dude, like God is. I have like a constant internet connection. I feel like where there's a very, very strong. It's not like he's like Joseph. You need to do. It's not like that. But yeah, like dude, in every. It's strange.
Like you're plugged into the source.
Yeah, and and probably one of my, it's to a point where like I'll feel bad for people that and maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know, but I don't think I am, but maybe a little crazy, but yeah, my faith has a huge impact on like everything I do, and I always tell people like there's so many things out there that it's really fun when people find you offensive because you get to go, wait a minute, do you have a Netflix account? What do you watch on Netflix? What websites do you visit that are super common, that might be offensive to my God? It's like, and then I'll go back and check the things that I actually do, and I'm like, this isn't offensive to God, like, but seeing a guy get his head blown off on Netflix, I'm like, I probably should stay, I don't know.
What shows are you watching right now?
Oh, dude, and don't get me wrong, I still watch like TV shows where guys get their heads. I just watched this Sisu. You seen the preview for this?
Sisu?
Yeah, it's about a Finnish special operations guy during World War II. He kills a bunch of Nazis. It's awesome. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's historic fiction, but that's pretty good. The movie The Long Walk, that movie had me up till I fall asleep to every movie I ever watch. If a movie keeps me awake, that's when it's good. Long Walk, it's kind of graphic. I had somebody tell me, oh, the book is better. No, you read the book and you find out that Stephen King's a pervert. He's talking about like 16-year-old girls in it and stuff. I'm like, I would never write this, even if it was fiction, But yeah, the movie's pretty good though.
Do you ever cry at movies or shows? Do you get emotionally invested in stuff?
I have one. This was actually recent. F1, the new F1 movie. I
haven't seen
teared
that
up.
yet.
Dude, I'm watching it with my wife and the black guy. I can't remember his name in the movie, but he gets in a crash and Brad Pitt's character like runs to help. He stops his race and runs to help him. And I'm just like, it was the most. And keep in mind, at this point in the movie, these guys hate each other, But it was like, so they go from hating each other and like Brad Pitt's like, my teammate just crashed and like I need to go help him, and it was just like. It struck me emotionally because it was so real. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, that's what I would, if it's something that I would do or something that,
sure, something that you can relate to.
Yeah, dude, I like shivered like,
I'm a big crier at certain shows. Yeah, because you can get emotionally invested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? My daughter, she's 12, and she said to me about maybe a month ago now, I want to watch Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
And I had already seen all the episodes up till this most recent one, and I was just gearing up to like finish my Stranger Things journey, and I was like, well, we're gonna start S1, E1,
that's fun.
And so we're like halfway through season 2.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to rewatch it. I'm spotting all the Easter eggs and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Because like instead of me focusing on the main action, I'm like looking around the screen in the background because it's like, okay, I've been here before. Now I'm gonna look for things that I didn't know were here.
Yeah.
And there's so many Easter eggs.
Yeah.
There's so much foreshadowing in that show.
I love it when they can take a TV show and make it fun like that. It's not just a story. It's like a fun event, it's like, you get to, me and my wife did the same thing with Breaking Bad. I watched the whole thing when I was like in high school, and we went back and watched the whole thing after watching Better Call Saul.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You watched Breaking Bad when you were in high school? What
I
are
know,
you, like
dude.
24 years old?
I think
How old are you, by the way?
32. Yeah. So I think I was in high school. I think I was in high
sure.
school when I watched the first season. I think I was a senior.
That's wild.
Yeah. Because I remember binging on it when I first started running the.
You're a
pizza
young
shop.
guy.
Oh, yeah, not as young as I once was, dude. I feel like I'm running out of time. Like, there was a time where I was the, what's funny is that there was a time where I was the young business owner. And now there's all these other young business owners emerging. Like the first one I noticed was, do you know Mitch over at Tap 22?
No.
Oh, okay. You got to meet him. He's a cool cat. Yeah.
Mitch, where you at, bro?
I know. Yeah,
where you at, Mitch? Yeah.
But yeah, he was like the first guy on my radar where I was like, wait, no, I'm the cool young pizza, restaurant guy. But this guy's got a Lamborghini and all this stuff. He shows up, he's stealing the show, No, Mitch is awesome. I asked him out to breakfast because I didn't want to dislike him for being the young restaurant guy. Like, I'm very competitive, in weird ways where I'm like, it's not like his restaurant was stealing business from mine or anything, but
well, can I interrupt you quick?
Yeah.
Because one of the things I admire you for is when you still do this, but you go around the Quad Cities and you're like, hey, it's time for another, is it better than St. Giuseppe's?
This is a fun story, yeah.
And so then you go to other local pizza places.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is you don't bash their place. You're taking your platform. Yeah, Parker's playing with
That's
the soundboard
great.
over there. You're taking your platform.
Yeah.
And you're using that to, in a way, lift up some of these other pizza places that don't even have near the followers that you do.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out of your way to do this.
Yeah.
And it's is it good marketing for St. Giuseppe's?
Of course.
Of course. But also, your quote competitors are getting a little something out of it.
Dude, and I'm learning from it. Like, dude, like growing up as a kid, you don't ever eat anybody else's pizza. Like, they are the enemy. Like, your father's trying to raise his family off this business that he started, and it's like everybody else is like literally the enemy, you know. And you know, you don't dare eat anybody else's pizza. And,
Can I challenge you for an idea that
sure.
I have?
Yeah, definitely.
And I literally just had this idea just right now. Because we're talking about the collabs that you do with these other places. You're not even collabing.
No.
You're going in and
I
you're
love
going out.
collaborating without permission. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could find, for one night only, another pizza place where you guys could make pizza in the same place?
Yeah.
You make a St. Giuseppe's pizza,
Yeah.
they make their pizza, and you literally make a sandwich out of it,
Oh,
or
that's a
double
great
decker
idea.
it to make
Yeah.
a double decker pizza.
Yeah.
To then, with each bite, you get a
Oh,
bite
that's
of
so
St.
funny.
Giuseppe's
Yeah.
and someone else's.
Yeah.
That would be a very special event. Yep. What's that? Okay. How much juice we got left? Or are we done?
This one's good,
That one's good.
but we'll see.
Where's the other one?
I
this-
turned it off so I could charge it.
Oh, okay.
That's all
Can,
right.
can this thing scoot back and just get a wide shot?
Yeah, that's
And then maybe you can just
I'm gonna run this as long as it can go.
and yeah, why don't you just get a wide shot of us, and then hopefully we can just kind of muddle our way through it here, and kind of limp into the end zone here. That's what I love about this stuff, Joe.
Oh yeah, no, you learn all the time. Like, oh, we need to have more batteries, or need to have, you know, yeah, it's dude.
So
it's,
we just bought these new cameras,
Yeah.
and they're great, but we're literally streaming in 4K right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
No
that
one's
is
streaming in 4K.
yeah,
But these cameras, they mow through the batteries, and so we need to either buy extra batteries or get dummy batteries with power packs. But
yeah.
dude, things have been moving so fast,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
no,
it's hard
great.
to keep up with
and
all
you have
this.
to keep moving fast, like especially when you have momentum. You know, I love what you're doing, man. This is like it was funny because like there was it was from your message alone. I was like, well, this sounds exciting, and then I call you on the phone, and I just didn't even know you, but I was like messing with you on the phone. You know, it's like you don't want me on your podcast, you know, and but no, from the very start, I was like excited, and you know, and that I learned something there is like. When you plan to meet somebody, not because it happens all the time where you have some sort of scheduled meetup, and many times I'm not excited. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. But with this, there was something that happened. I don't know what it was, but I just like chose to be like enthusiastic about it. And then what do you know? It's freaking great meetup, and now we're actually doing something. You know,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
and speaking of that, we have our morning show, our
Yeah,
flagship
Wednesday.
show.
Yeah.
The Real Quad Cities Wednesday morning shows
Yep.
that go from 7 to 8:30 a.m. We're going to be live at St. Giuseppe's
Yep.
this Wednesday,
Yeah.
and we're going to be making breakfast
Oh,
pizza.
yeah.
What do you got in store for us there, homeboy?
Dude, I'm just gonna make the best breakfast pizza I possibly can, and you know, hopefully you like it. And I take it really serious. Like one little trick I got, I do these hash browns, and I get the thick cut bacon, and sounds wasteful, but I cook the bacon over the hash browns. Dude, I got this raccoon out back. He visits me every night at 2 a.m. Dude, I throw the bacon out there. Dude, he's getting so fat. Like, dude, I'm not kidding.
We got to get him on
Dude,
camera.
I know, dude. He is a monster. Like, dude, yeah. So anyway, I discard the bacon, and he hasn't told any of his friends, dude. Like, there's a cat that comes by every now and then, but dude, this guy, dude, he doesn't even run. Like, you'll see him, like, cause he'll come early sometimes, and dude, he just looks up and looks back down and keeps eating. Like,
So you feed him the bacon grease?
bacon, or if we have a leftover pizza that's like, you know, something Jerry
What's
was
his
eating.
name?
Oh, you know, I had a really good name for him. I love combining the first syllable. So if it's a raccoon, his name needs to be an R. And it wasn't Ronnie.
I think you should name him after a topping.
After a topping, yeah.
Like cilantro or something, you know?
Yeah, we don't have ricotta, but like ricotta Ron,
Ooh.
you know? Because then you got
Ricotta-
raccoon.
ricotta would
you
be
know?
great.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another R word.
What's is there a specific name for that little pizza table you put in the middle of the pizza to keep the box
Dude,
from
yeah.
smashing it down? I wonder if that's got like a
You know,
technical term. Then
Dude,
you could name.
they're called pizza toppers. I'm pretty sure is what the box says. But dude, I didn't know what those were for until I was like 25. My dad called me because his friend ordered a bunch of pizzas. He's like, dude, you gotta use the pizza toppers. My buddy ordered pizzas and all the cheese is sticking to the boxes.
Well, weren't those developed more for like the paper bag thing that you put them in, or was it
I
for
feel
the
like
pizza
it would have
box?
been for the box, especially when you're stacking it, because like the delivery bags that we use, they're a tight fit, and when you're pushing that last box in there, you know, you don't want those boxes to press down, you know, so that gives a little resistance. That's what I think they're for. You know, maybe it is for the bags, but we do a good job folding the bags. We don't really use bags anymore because I feel like boxes it's a tough thing. I think the pizza actually tastes better bagged.
Wow.
Something happens with the heat. It's weird. I don't
I'm
know.
looking forward to
Yeah.
Wednesday, Joe.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't,
me
I
too,
can't
man.
wait to get in there and do our thing with St. Giuseppe's. And if I may, on a personal note,
Yeah.
you posted some pictures from Florida.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
You posted a picture with your wife. Dude, you way outshot your coverage. You have no business being with a lady that looks that good. No business, dude.
It's so funny, man. Yeah, no. Was that you that commented?
I didn't comment,
Okay,
no, but I
somebody-
looked at it and I was like, damn.
Dude, some guy
yeah.
had the most fun but yet respectable comment where he's like, dude, like, nice pull. Like, he's like, I gotta
Yeah.
try your pizza now because, like, if you can pull that, then, like, you must be a cool guy or something
You must
like
be
that.
some kind of wizard.
Yeah. And, dude, we'll talk about this later. I don't want to take all your time, but I have a really fun story about, like I got dating stuff, like, you know, that, like, could actually help people, I think.
We save something for Wednesday.
Yeah, I will, because there is some crucial information I have for, like, especially young men out there. Because, like, dude, I didn't even ask her out. I said, "You are my girlfriend. I am your boyfriend. Are we good with that?"
You know what?
You know?
Some ladies like that.
I know. I was like, I'm only talking to you. You're only talking to me. Let's cut to the chase. We're not getting married. You know, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's like, yeah, I agree. And I said, and then we could just cancel any time, you know?
Yeah.
And unless we end up getting engaged, getting married, you know?
No 30-day notice required.
Yeah, no 30-day notice. And, like, my feelings won't be hurt if you break up with me. This is a friendship, you know? Girlfriend, boyfriend is friendship, you know? A lot of people get that
No,
wrong.
that's funny. That kind of reminds me of my wife and I. We were together for like a month, and finally I'm like, so are we boyfriend and girlfriend or what? And she's like, well, yeah, I think we are at this point. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
good, because that's
yeah.
kind of what I'm thinking
Yeah,
here.
because it's so, like, dude, I mean, I can't even remember now, but it'd be such a terrible thing having to talk to 3 girls at once, dude. I can only handle one, you know? So,
Well, I'm looking forward to Wednesday, Joe. We're going to go ahead and we're going to end this so that way Parker can get the cameras resituated here. We're going to try and keep this live stream going. I still got to talk to Truman over there.
he's great.
And then I think I got to talk to Jim's wife who runs Crafted QC. We have a live stream going over at Crafted QC.
when's that?
It's like on a Saturday.
Okay,
I'm going to be
it's
I'm going
down
to be
the road.
working retail, baby.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So I'm going to be gunslinging and
Nice.
doing a bunch of add-on sales.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, order some can people order breakfast pizza on Wednesday?
On
or
Wednesday, yeah, I'll be there like 6, you know, so yeah.
order some breakfast pizza
Yeah.
from St. Giuseppe's on Wednesday morning, and then the Real Quad Cities will be there. And I'm gonna bring. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bring a couple free giveaways from
Yeah.
some of our previous stops.
Bring a treadmill.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
We ain't making that much
Yeah,
money
yeah.
yet. But someday, you know what?
Yeah.
I hope we get the Real
It would
Quad
be
Cities
awesome.
to a point where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, hell, let's give
Yeah,
away 2
it
of
would
them.
be cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll give away a bunch of free random goodies with orders and pizzas and stuff on Wednesday mornings. So make sure you guys are tuning into the Real Quad Cities on Wednesday morning, and we'll go from there. So I think we're still, Parker's still hot here. So, okay, Joe, thank you.
Yeah,
We're going to take
absolutely.
a quick break here, and then we're going to come back with Crafted QC, and we got to talk to Truman.
Yeah.
Truman's got.
He's a cool cat.
You know what? I kind of like Truman.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that if I didn't talk to him, I wouldn't like him. I'm like, look at that guy over there with the hair. Look
You
at
know
that
what?
asshole.
That
Yeah.
is so funny you say that, because he does look like some
Yeah,
slick.
yeah.
He's some slick.
No, but
and-
he's just well
but
put
he's
together.
he's a cool guy.
He cares about the way he looks, you know,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful. I mean, not to a point of, you know, like being girly or whatever. You know, I really respect a guy who cares about his appearance. You know, I try to care. You know, but I'm in the pizza business. It's hard to wear, you know, a suit while you're making pizzas. You know? But
Well.
I know the most legitimate guys wear a suit or whatever. But that's fun stuff.
Joe, thank you. St.
Yes, sir.
Giuseppe's, hook up with him, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
That was fun.
Oh, that was great, man.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, that was fantastic. That was really good. Yeah. And I do love this pizza.
Good. Yeah. I don't know if you like pineapple. We use fresh pineapple. With jalapenos and pepperoni. Oh, sure.
Okay, Parker, what do you need from us here? Well, you want a battery charger? I got my charger. What are you going to take that one out? Is the one with the phone? Take that one out? Just bring the camera over here. Can you still kind of see us on that? I need to move it back a little more. It's all right. You can't go back in. All right. It's all right. All right, Truman. Oh, here. I don't know whose that is. Put on those headphones. Hey, Truman.
Hey, Joe.
Truman Meacham.
You got it.
I remembered that from yesterday. You're my last guest tonight.
It's an honor to be here. 2 for 2, 2 nights in a row.
Let's see how many chops you still got left at the end of the week. If I am let's say I'm a restaurant owner in the Quad Cities, and I'm just pulling my hair out because the way everything communicates and the way my operation runs is just a disaster. Can you help me out?
Certainly. Well, first off, you started off with, I am a restaurant in the Quad Cities. So I love you. We love the restaurants in the Quad Cities, especially if you're a local restaurant in the Quad Cities. I got to throw that in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about supporting local.
Keep that Quad City money in the Quad Cities.
Exactly. You know, you pay those big guys, it's going, New York, Chicago, one of those. Let's reinvest into the economy here.
So how can you help me? Like, what do you, tell everybody what you do.
Well,
Like, because initially when I met you, I was like, oh, this guy sells the point of sale system, the touch screen thing, you know, to help integrate like all the things to make the things go faster and put more cash in the cash register quicker.
Well, that's the starting premise. Then you kind of build and grow off there. So the industry was like a register like that. Ring in, take payment. Now these systems, they do everything, right? You want to sell gift cards. You want to run promos. Let's give you an example. You build up a customer list. Now
Okay.
it's slow, right? We just got those days it was freezing here very recently, right? We're at 0 degrees or less. A lot of people aren't going out dining in.
Oh, that'll kick your ass if you're relying on the door to swing.
But imagine I have a whole list of my regular clients, and I remind them that I exist. And I remind them to support me, to buy a gift card, etc. That's the beauty of collecting consumer data. And that's the piece a lot of people I've seen around here are missing. They're not collecting customer information. And so they're relying on the customers thinking of them and coming in. Yes, they can use things like Facebook to broadcast things out, but I'm talking direct messages to my customers saying, hey, I'm here speaking to you, and I would love to see you at my restaurant.
Sure. I got to thinking today. So we stopped into a well-known breakfast joint this morning. Parker and I did. Well, I can say it was Jimmy's. I mean, Jimmy's Pancake House is great, right?
Oh, yeah.
They
They're like a
hosted-
block away from me. A couple blocks.
Oh.
From where we just moved into.
Well, you have an office in the Quad Cities?
I have an office in Eldridge, but me and my wife just moved into Bettendorf.
Oh, well, welcome to town.
Cheers.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a Bettendorfian now.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a Chicago guy, right?
Chicago suburbs guy.
Aren't you
know?
like a Naperville guy or something like
you
that?
know, Wheaton, you know.
Oh, okay.
But, you know,
Not as bad as Naperville.
It's becoming Naperville. Getting that reputation.
Well, welcome to the Quad Cities.
Let me ask you, Joe, do you think the Amtrak will ever be built?
I hope not.
You hope not? You don't want the Amtrak?
I hope
No?
not. No. No. If
Why is
there-
that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there would be a lot more people from the Chicagoland area that would come this way versus the Quad City people that would go to Chicago to like for a weekend. I don't know. I mean, nothing against Chicago, but for me, if I'm gonna like take time away and like pack up my family and go somewhere for a weekend, Chicago's the last thing on my mind.
Well, that's fair, but the way I was looking at it, and I think you're right, you'd have more people from Chicago coming here than vice versa. You know, people might go catch a Cubs game, some of the sporting events, etc. But just think of the economic boost. That's where my head was at. Think about
Perhaps.
a Christmas destination. They got some phenomenal cigar lounges. I want to come take a weekend trip out here, smoke some cigars. So
I mean, that would be one hell of a cigar lounge. I mean, don't get me wrong, the drawing room here is great, but I don't know how many people are going to be hopping on a tram to come here, but maybe.
I told you yesterday, man, I was in the suburbs. We didn't have a place like this. You know, I'm sure they exist. You go into downtown, you go to Schaumburg, some of those areas, but right around Wheaton, Naperville area, not a lot of lounges.
You just said something about the tram. It made me think of the movie The Polar Express, which you're a really young guy. I remember, maybe this happened in your school. I don't see why it wouldn't. When you grew up, when you were a kid, did they ever read The Polar Express to you in school? Like actually read the book itself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we had a copy at our house that we'd read for Christmas as well. It was like a whole tradition.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember growing up and reading that in school, and I thought that, and so when the movie came out, I just thought that was so cool because, like, it's almost like Where the Wild Things Are. That book, you know, I remember that. There's just a few books you remember growing up, and to see them adapted into other things is kind of neat.
Oh, yeah. It was cool to see the book go into the movie. It was a pretty good movie, in my opinion. But is that what you're saying, Joe? Like, we got to call the Amtrak from Chicago to the Quad Cities the Polar Express?
Well, maybe, but we actually went up to Chicago a couple years ago when the kids were real little, and we did the Polar Express up there. Have you ever done that?
I have not. No, I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah, there's like what's the
Wow.
really famous train station up there?
I mean, we have Union. Union's a big one. Ogilvy is in the city.
I think it was probably Union. So
I think they filmed a Superman movie at Union, so that's kind of the big popular
So,
one.
dude, this was super cool. So we had just finished watching the Polar Express movie, and we went up to Chicago, and so they had this deal where you get in the train, and they have the windows like purposely all like snow frosted up and everything. And everybody wears their pajamas, and so you wear your matching pajamas like you're on the Polar Express. The guy comes and he clicks the ticket and he does all the it's a full like you're on the Polar Express. All the kids get a bell, and all the train does is it just goes in a straight line and then it comes a straight line back. But the way they have it, you can't see the outside of it, and you basically live the trek of the Polar Express to and from the North Pole, and it was such a magical experience for us. They do the hot cocoa, they sing the songs on the train, the kids all get into it, and I don't know, that was one of those moments where, as a dad, you get a little emotional on there because you're like, man, damn, I remember this when I was a kid, and now I'm doing this with my kids. And
So they've had it
super
going
fun.
for a long time. You did it when you were a kid. Your kids went on it as well?
No, I'm just mean seeing the movie when I was a kid,
Got
and then
you.
being able to take our kids up to Chicago and get on the train and do all those things, and it was. And I'm sure they do it every year because I'm sure it's a major moneymaker.
Well,
for
the wife's
them.
watching right now, so she's got the idea. I'm gonna have to go next year now.
You're gonna have
but
to
our
go.
baby, she's gonna be, I think, what is it, like a year and 8 months? That's gonna be perfect.
Oh.
Just talking,
Yeah.
walking a little bit. It'll
Yeah.
be amazing. So.
Well, that could be something. I mean, you could get some real mileage out of that. You could go a couple years in a row. You know, start early, and then you could,
She won't even
turn it
remember.
into a
It'll be the
tradition.
first time every time for a couple of years. It'll be great. That's it.
Welcome to fatherhood.
Thank you.
So you guys have one kid,
Yeah. One of hopefully many.
and I would imagine, is it you have a daughter or a son?
Daughter, Evelyn.
I would imagine Evelyn's room is perfectly painted, the most beautiful crib set up. There's probably like Evelyn on the wall somewhere. You know, I would imagine you guys put a lot of effort into her room, right?
Joe, I just moved in 2 months ago, man. Let me get some blinds first, please. But you know,
You got
I agree.
boxes
That's
laying
the
around.
end game. That's the end game.
That was funny. When our daughter was born, boy, she came home from the hospital to the most beautiful room. And then when our son was born, he came home to like the spare storage room upstairs that we hadn't really done much with. You know, it's just funny how with the second kid, you're like, okay, we'll eventually get around to painting your room, son.
There's
but in the
no
meantime,
such thing as a schedule, man. It's
Yeah.
the craziest thing. We get a schedule down, and then boom, she does something else. She changes sleep schedules, everything. And so I can imagine you get the second one, it's just like, okay, as long as you're eating well, you're healthy, we're happy. But the first one, it's so romanticized.
well, enjoy it because right now your kid is eating whatever you shovel into their face. But at some point in the very near future, it's going to be like, nah, I'm going to just go ahead and eat this stuff. And boy, it's a constant fight. But you know what? It's all part of the journey, right?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to fatherhood, dude. Did you make any money
Yeah.
this week?
You know, made a couple bucks.
Yeah. I think I made more friends than money this week, but I think the
Yeah.
money's coming.
And likewise, I mean, this has been a crazy community week for me. I think the circle has expanded a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, if anybody's watching and you have like a restaurant and your whole thing is messed up, Truman here can like get her all freshened up for you.
You know, it's a lot of people have things that are working. They're just not having things that are making them money, and that's where we want to come in.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Have you had fun here tonight at the drawing room?
It's a great time. I'm gonna be back. We're
Dude.
looking at a membership maybe here as well.
Dude, yeah. There's been guys coming in and out here of the room here, and they've got their own lockers. They can grab whatever. What I like about here's a lighter.
Yeah, awesome. Little light.
What I didn't realize that these cigar lounges in town had like a membership that you can come in and because I think I didn't ask Jim, but I think these are around $100 a month or something like that. You get your own locker. You can come in here if you want to knock back a few. You can grab your bottle of booze out of your locker. But I like the idea of just being able to like sit in front of my laptop, not in my own home. This place almost feels like an office.
Agreed, 100%. And I think what's really cool about this, I've been to a lot of cigar lounges. A lot of them are kind of the lounges, the afterthought. It's all about the humidifier, having a nice wide array of cigars, which is amazing, but this is an experience, and that's what I love about it. I can see myself coming here, you meet new faces every time, more new people, and so I think they got something special going on here.
I talked about you behind your back to a couple people here. I was talking to Joe from St. Giuseppe's and a couple other people, and you know what? You seem to be a really genuine, good guy, man. Like I feel like you're out hustling, but at the same time, like you're a real person, and you know, that's not something you can just tell people that you are. That's just a sense that people get.
So look, I've said it a lot of times. I'm new here, right? And the vibe that I get very, very quickly. You're from the Chicagoland area. You mess up, you go to the next town, and you know there's so many different pockets of community shoved all together. I don't get that vibe here. So the feeling I get is you have to be genuine in the Quad Cities because it's a small, tight-knit circle. And so I don't want to be the guy who isn't genuine, gets a bad name for himself. I want to fit in here. I want to make a lot of friends.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. Make some friends first, then you can make a lot of money, right? Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to knock off this live stream here. This has been a fun time. I think
all right.
Jim's got to be happy, right? I mean, Jim got a lot of exposure to this joint tonight. And before our live stream actually dies off here from our cameras, you got anything else you want to plug? Plug a website or plug a Facebook page or something here.
All right. So if you search Alpha Restaurant Technology Quad Cities, that's our Facebook page. RunOnAlpha.com, that's the website. And thank you for having me, Joe. It's been a phenomenal 2 days in a row chatting with you.
We're gonna do some stuff together. I
Yeah.
feel like we're gonna keep crisscrossing and interacting with the same people. So I think there's some stuff that we can do with
Well,
Alpha
let me
with
know
the
when
Real
you're
Quad Cities.
streaming, you're at a restaurant or one of those. You mentioned come in, talk about the technology, or even you're just hanging out at a place, Happy to get a text and drop by anytime.
Hey Parker, sneak up here right here so you can say goodbye on the line. Can you wave goodbye here to everybody? Come up right here. We're wrapping it up here. Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Whether you joined in for 2 minutes, whether you joined in for the whole night, thank you for first ever Friday night light up right here at the Drawing Room in downtown Davenport. And so thank you. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and keep it real and be super duper. And we'll see you next week because we got a whole lot going on. St. Giuseppe's on Wednesday morning. Pleasant Valley Wrestling live streaming. I'm the special guest announcer. I would say special. I say special like special guest announcer for the Pleasant Valley Wrestling meet on Tuesday night. There's 3 teams and only one winner can move on in the state team championship title run for the state of Iowa. So I'll be doing all the introductions
quite
and
the honor.
music and all that kind of stuff. And
this is the setup you want for a wrestling meet right here. Pull in the wrestlers, interview them post-wrestle. It'll be a good time.
So I'll announce them,
Yeah.
we'll create all the hype, and then maybe we can sit down and talk about hopefully a lot of victories. What do we got to do before Tuesday? Oh, and we got to get batteries before Tuesday. Yep, it's constant spending on this thing, Truman. But eventually we're going to get to a point where, we'll be into the black. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for joining the Real Quad Cities. Parker, pull the plug on this frickin' thing. All right, thanks, everybody.
Cheers.